Today we're going to find out if we can get every single pop in Chimps mode with my favorite tower in Bloons TD6, the Monkey Buccaneer. So as you know, there's roughly around 2,040,000 or so pops in any Chimps mode, and we found out that we can get over 2 million with the Dart Monkey and the Tack Shooter. We tried to get all the pops, but we had a couple mishaps, especially with the Tack Shooter. Geraldo came in with a couple pops at the very end that I didn't even see coming. So today we're going to actually try to get every single pop with just the tower, because we're going to be playing on logs. Yes, it's an easier map, but what's cool about it is that when you place your Geraldo down, or any tower for that matter, he can't see. There is a big red little line on both sides, and hopefully we won't get any pops with any tower we place there. Unfortunately, we still can't even use an alchemist, because I've tested this several times, and no matter where you put this guy, he can hit the balloons. They're just, even back here in the corner, he'll still hit a corner of them, which is crazy, but we'll get more into that later. So I'm trying to think of the best spot to put it, and then I'm trying to think of which boat do we use. Because in the last couple of years, the middle path boat has been made to be a complete and utter beast. But then the top path is also good, but then they took away its darts and made it like a grape shot shooter top path, so it's kind of weird. So I think for this one, we're gonna go with the Pirate Lord, because he's just an awesome tower. But now I want to get every single pop, which means we have to do a couple of things. We have to go middle path first, because we need to make sure we can pop leads on 28. But then we also need a Geraldo pretty quickly, because we need to make sure we can get camo. Because I don't want to go middle path with bottom path, because I just feel like that's not going to be as efficient as going like faster shooting and double shot, for especially when we're going middle path, because we need all the firepower we can get. Now, little of me was worried that the boat might be too easy. And if that's the case, we're going to have to do two for this one. We're going to have to do the middle path boat and the top path boat. Now, I'm thinking it might be too good, just because logs gives you a lot of room to attack. So I'm not sure if it's going to be too easy, but then I was thinking of other maps, and I'm like, Into the Road, that would be too insane, right? Or even like Resort might be a little bad, because you're going to get like kind of clustered of all those balloons. No, Resort would actually probably get this done pretty simply. Or I even thought like Middle of the Road, but the fact that that little pool's at the very end, it's just kind of hard with water towers. I'm sure we could knock it out on Chimps too, I'm sure we could knock it out on Cubism as well. Cubism would be a great one for this one, but it would also be like an odd position. So this is the best spot to see like how powerful this boat is, because what I'm thinking is with a couple glue gunners and stuff, I don't think anything will actually even get past like this little line here. So it won't go all the way here, here, or here. And that's what I'm hoping for, and I think it might actually work, which would be pretty awesome. But here's we go now. Now we have a full lead popping tower, but unfortunately we have zero camo. So we're gonna have to use Geraldo, but I'm hoping we don't have to use him much. So I'm gonna go straight for a village as fast as we can. Now what's crazy about this is that, like I was saying, he can't see anything, and he has zero pops. But I thought that we got 100% of the pops on balance when we used our Tack Shooter with the top path, because it looked like we did. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't. And then boom, last second Geraldo pulled off some crazy stuff and got some pops. So I'm kind of like, what are you doing over here, Geraldo? I think it was a little bit of a fluke. So we're gonna have to check it, because I want all of the pops this time. Now I think this would be a great spot for this one, probably like right here. And then I want camo as fast as we can, just because I don't want to keep using money. I think we're gonna have a lot left over though, because for this run, I'm thinking like instead of going with a overclock, we should probably go with like a homeland defense for our village. And the reason why is because I tested it beforehand. Here, even this far off, he still hits the big balloons like the ZOMG. Same with over here, same with over here, same with behind here. He was still getting a couple extra pops, and I just don't want that to happen. And so I think I'm gonna refrain from using an overclock at all, unless we like absolutely have to. But there's our camo already. So now we have a full-fledged boat. I honestly think this might be a little too easy, guys. I hope I'm biting my own words and it has a little bit of difficulty, but if it is too easy, we're gonna have to go top path too, which I think we can definitely do, because the boat's awesome. It's just an awesome time. Maybe we can do it on a different map as well. Knock this thing out. But we already have cannon ships, so really what can hurt us at this point? Now what I need your guys' help, and you gotta let me know below, I was having a lot of trouble with the sniper. And the reason why is I really wanted to do an all pops with sniper, and it can be done actually, because what you can do, well, it can or can't be done. I can't really figure it out. That's the whole thing why I'm asking you guys. If you place a sniper here on this map even, you can get up to a 022 with just a sniper. It's long enough to do so, and it's really, really cool. But then you have nothing to pop leads on 28, so then you can't get all of the pops. So then I tried to go with the top path, and it wasn't strong enough. So what I needed to do was place an alchemist on this guy for the lead popping. But anywhere I placed him on this map, I tried it on middle of the road. And what was crazy about middle of the road is like the tracks here, like right where this is, and my alchemist was all all the way up here in the tip top corner. And guess what? It was too much. He would still hit him, which is crazy because the alchemist won't hit a tower if the tower is a little bit below him. So like if you place your alchemist here, it wouldn't throw his juice on him because it's on the top part of it, but it'll hit a Moab from across the screen. It made no sense to me. And so I need your guys' help to find me a beginner map that you can place an alchemist on and put your sniper down that's long enough, because I really wanted to do Scrapyard. Scrapyard was amazing. And like, it was such a long map that I was able to pretty much shred through it. But any place that I placed an alchemist would it then cause the alchemist to get thousands of pops, which we do not want to do. So I need you guys' help because the sniper would be a great tower for this. All right, this is a little ridiculous. Already on 56, we have a pirate lord. And we could just start pulling everything. We could speed this up like tremendously. This is so easy that I actually forgot to go to challenge editor, and we're on a regular chimps game. So if I lose, we're done. There's no retry last round, but we get a free insta monkey at the end, which unless I make a mistake, I don't see why we wouldn't win. But I like doing it on challenge editor because you can actually like test things out and make mistakes. Like for instance, I want to go for 43,000 for Homeland Defense, but what if we can't? And all of this was a big fat waste because I like didn't have the retry last ability where I could buy something. But that's not here or there. I think this is gonna wreck right through it. And then I've also made this list here. I like spreadsheets, and I like that we're doing that for the how fast can you black border to see what's the fastest map on each difficulty. And I kind of want to do that with this. So basically what I have here is that the Dark Monkey got 2,042,005 pops, and the Tax Shooter got 636 pops at the end. So what I'm thinking is the boat should have even more, but I don't know if this is a good statistic to show because it does vary based on certain things, not always the same amount of pops. But then I've also included 6 towers and 5 towers because with the Dart Monkey, we used the double discount and we only needed 5 towers for that one. So is that a good metric, or is that kind of like situational depending on the map and what we do there? I should probably put what map too, right? So for this one it'd be cubism, and for this one it'd be balance, because I think that would change a lot as well based on what we're doing. Like this is on log, so it's obviously going to be a little bit better. Oh my god, do we already have Homeland Defense? This is ridiculous. So now I can put like these towers down and call it a day. I'm going to put this one first, and because I don't really need to like slow down the Moabs at this time. But see, that's why I'm not really sure about this metric right here, the how many towers you're using. What I'm trying to do is see which one's the best and for what reason. But we might be able to do this with just the boat on his own and good timing of Homeland and his ability. So then that's just kind of based on my skill level and not really how many towers. And like I didn't need a double discount with the Dart Monkey. So there's that going into it as well. So what do you guys think would be a good metric for this series going forward about choosing what towers do what? Because I want to see at the end like who's the best tower and why based on these metrics. And that's kind of what I'm going for here. But the boat is just destroying things right now. And the fact that you can start with the boat is so cool. Because like the plane would be a really good one too, right? If you went with Spectre or Sky Shredder, but the problem is you can't start with the plane. But what's cool about the plane is you can put them off the track. So we can purposely choose a map where the alchemist cannot hit a balloon, which I don't even know if he can do that. He's kind of lame, so we'll see. Now I think I do need to start slowing down Moabs just because, but I think I want him a little closer so we don't have to sit here for 30 minutes waiting for him to like get down. So we'll go like this. See, I don't even know if I need this, and now we're kind of doing it. So it's just, I don't know, man. Because now look at, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towers already. And if I get something else, we're at 6. So it's kind of like, I don't know. See, look how good we're doing against regular DDTs. Oh my God, this tower is overpowered. So I think the towers one isn't a good metric. I don't think it is. Now I'd like to get a ninja, but I feel like I'm going to be risking it for that. And I just don't know if it's a good plan. I'm a little scared, but we have extra money. What should I get? Maybe like another village and just get that one to call to arms, or yeah, call to arms and not Homeland Defense. But I don't even think we need any of this. I haven't even used Homeland yet, which is just insane to me. Like we can pull some if you want, but I mean, let's just Homeland here. Let's just see if this, oh my goodness. Holy smokes, that was insane. Okay, we're gonna have to do another run. But if Geraldo gets any pops, I'm gonna be pretty bummed because he's done nothing. All I did was buy one camo reveal in the very beginning. That's his only purpose in life. So if he, oh, that would be a big bummer. But you just pull the ZOMGs and Homeland everything else, and this thing becomes ridiculous. Look at him go. I mean, what I can do is place another, no, that adds more. See, the tower metric is dumb because I think I could even place more here. But then that does, it's proving that like maybe he's not good enough. I don't know. But I was thinking maybe putting like another middle path glue here, because then I can just make sure everything gets zapped, because that would be the only way we lose is if like a ceramic slips through. But as you can see, like balloons themselves are nothing to us. That was super simple, and I can just keep pulling it. I should have waited on that, to be honest. That was my fault. What I'm thinking is we'll homeland first, get all this stuff out of here so we don't have any crazy stuff. We'll pull the ZOMGs and then we'll have like some oh my, it doesn't matter. Is there any strategy to this? Press buttons. It's so easy. Another homeland, another pull, and we might get overwhelmed actually, but I have glue strike just in case. We could buy glue storm. That'd be kind of fun, I guess. And then pull those ones. Oh my God, we just pulled 3 DDTs down. That's insane. Oh my goodness. I love this. All right, so since this one won't break that quick, we might as well just like homeland right away and then wait for it to regenerate. Look at his pops though. Boats and Sooners, mom. That's a funny name. And our boy Jerry has 0 pops. That's my boy, Jerry. That's what you good at. All right, that was very, very, very simple. Very simple. Let's see what we got here. 2,042,681. So that's about 50 more pops or so, a little less than 50 pops than the tack. But the tack, how much did Jerry have extra? Actually, Jerry had 57 pops, but that comes out to 693. Which is more than the boat who has 100% of the pops. See, that's why I'm saying it's not the best metric because nobody here has pops. I'm confused. You guys got to let me know, but we need another one because that was way too fast. So this time, 4 circles, but we're going to go top path because I want to say that we did 2 towers with this one, which would be kind of cool because we only did 1 tack and 1 dart. I don't know if we can do it though. Well, actually I can just get faster shooting first rather than get grape shots first. But grape shots is like a guarantee that you're gonna make it like another 50,000 rounds because grape shots so OP. I like saying OP, makes me feel cool. But if we can do this, I think we can. No. Nope. Yes. Okay, just a little bit off of that one. That's a little bit of a bummer. So we could maybe try its targeting or we could just get faster shooting and it wouldn't be a big deal. I mean, really, it's just, there's so many options with this kind of thing. But just leave it on strong, I guess, and then we'll go to first, let him clean him up a little bit. There we go. That's awesome. Now we got the grape shot. Easy stuff. I'm gonna risk this here because nothing should be getting that close to the end anyway. And the reason why is because I kind of want to save this spot for an engineer maybe. Because I don't think he can hit from here, right? If he's blocked off. Oh, I should be paying attention to what I'm doing though. Oh my goodness. Okay, pay attention. Okay, but I don't think Jerry should hit anything. He will hit a bad from this angle, but we shouldn't see a bad for a while. So Jerry should be fine. Now, just like that, easy as pie, we have everything covered again. So all we're gonna have to do is buy camo, maybe 2 rounds this time because I need to get destroyer just to make sure we're good to go. Because as you can see, we are missing. So this one is not as going to be as easy as logs. But I think the plane's a better tower in general because, oh my gosh, but then the plane goes so back and forth. Like you think it's good and then it just gets dunked on because he doesn't hit what you need it to hit. So what do? You retry the last round and that time it works because that's how this game works. Like the planes will just do whatever the heck they want and mess up your whole game. It's kind of weird how that works. But we might even have to get like a glue gunner earlier on here because this looks like it's a little overwhelming. And as you can see, we have like no... like anything. Oh my gosh, hang on. We have no recourse once it goes past this. Like we have a couple spots to hit obviously, but maybe it would have been better to go here. I don't know. Can we get to 3185? It looks like we cannot. We just need a little bit extra range. So let's actually try a village first then. Will that give us that range that we want? Maybe, let's see. I mean, that cost me a lot of money. I probably should have just got a glue gunner and it would have been a lot cheaper. What are you gonna do though? Now let me ask you this, Bloons experts, does the homeland defense affect the planes that come out of the top path or no? Because if it doesn't, that completely changes my plan here because then what good is homeland? It might just be a total waste, but it's our only option really, unless we go with the overclock. But is that the same concept? Like the overclock still sucks too, like it only affects the boat and not the planes? I would imagine everything affects everything equally, otherwise it's just a big waste of my time. But there we go, we got our grape shot destroyer, which I'm not sure can actually pop Moabs anymore. I think they're a little bit kind of done for, so I guess we'll just get our bigger radius and jungle drums first. We'll set up for a Moab before we set up for like camo because we had a lot of money left over, so spending 215 on some camo detection isn't the worst thing in the world. But maybe we should have gone with the Moab glue first. That probably would have been a smarter play. This is a good spot for the Moab. Oh my goodness, look, that one's gonna be great for later on. Do we not have camo? Ah, genius, what are you doing? Camo, okay. Now, if I can get Moab glue right off the go, geez Louise, this is gonna be easy. Because what I was thinking is like, it'll glue it here and then it might be done by then, but by the time it comes around here again, we'll be able to hit it again. And I think we're in a really good spot. I kind of want aircraft carrier first though, but you know, let's just make sure. So this is the kind of strategy I wanted. I wanted to actually have to do something. That pirate boat's just redonkulous. There's our first Moab and the glue helped, but I think we would have done it regardless. This is an easier map. Oh, I need camo, huh? Oops. There we go. Now we don't have to worry about it. So we wasted $430 on camo, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Now everything else is just going towards the goal here. And once we get aircraft carrier, but I don't know, aircraft carrier sucks, let's be real. And before 60, we already have carrier flagship. I'm not sure though. Usually what I'll do is I'll go to sandbox and test rounds like 98 and 99 and 100 with the towers that I plan to use and some like maybes like overclock or Jerry, whatever it may be. And yes, there's monkey knowledge on sandbox, but for the most part you can be like, oh yeah, I could beat this, or oh no, this isn't gonna work at all. And I didn't test this one on this map at all. So I'm hoping it'll get there, but the ease of use to get there is unbelievable. So it should be okay. I'm just really worried about going for MIB and having it be a waste of my time. Because, not MIB, but the call to arms and homeland, because if it doesn't do anything for the planes, we're talking a lot of money spent. But I mean, even so, like what if we could just do a lot of damage up front? That's not the worst thing in the world. We could do that too. All right, here's call to arms. I'm gonna slow it down and then we're gonna press the button to see if those planes start going crazier, right? That's how it should work. And are they, or is it just the, I don't know, I can't tell. It looks like they're shooting faster. Maybe we'll do it in faster mode, because slow mode I can't tell regardless. But I know there's a lot of you in the comments going like, dude, you're so dumb. Of course it does. Or of course it doesn't, you big idiot. And that's kind of what I'm worried about right now. But if it works, it works. I mean, worst case scenario, it still makes the grape shots better. And there's zero chance of getting pops with the, the overclock or the alchemist, which is nice. I just wish the alchemist wasn't so bad. And like the game really doesn't make sense to me how it chooses its distance coordination. Like sometimes you can't hit something right up on a tower and the other times you're right in its face. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna do two things here since we can do this. We're gonna break it down and watch where he breaks. Okay, so he broke right there. Now I'm gonna try this again with homeland immediately and see if he breaks a little sooner. So we're gonna hit it and then hit it. And then it should break a little sooner here, like before this point. Like it broke a lot sooner, so I don't know. Did the planes help? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Paired with glue, I think any tower can beat 2 Megapops. So we'll see. Except for Glue Gunner, of course. I don't see how we would ever beat Glue Gunner. I don't see how we would ever win with ice. That's probably not possible. Alchemist, we can actually do it with middle path, which would be pretty awesome. So we're gonna have to do that, but it's gonna be very, very weird because the timing's gonna be off. Like you're gonna have to make sure it's perfectly timed. So you're gonna have to do it on maps like logs, and you're gonna have to slow everything down to like, that one's gonna be a brutal battle. Let's just be real. And I think the same with the tax. I think at the tax, we'll have to like put them in the far, far back. And then what do you do? Just let the permaspike build up each round? No, probably middle path's better, huh? Because then you could use Spike Storm and kind of get it from there. That's going to be a tough one too. And obviously Village, because you can't get top path fast enough. So that's kind of a bummer. And then Beast Handler, you use Paukai, right? That's probably the best way to do that. No, you can't do Beast Handler. Oh, you can't do Beast Handler. Oh my gosh, how would you do that? Because you need the Beast Handler. You need to buy more of them to get the max thing. So you'd have to make sure they're in like away from each other. You couldn't use water unless it's a water map that you, like a cubism. Ooh, maybe cubism, because you could put them all in the back where they can't do anything and get like the Megalodon, or go Paukai. But how do you keep him like away? Because he just does whatever he wants. That's a tough one. We'll have to figure that out. But I'm gonna use this ability after we get the homeland to see if like how much faster it makes it. Actually, I don't know if we're gonna get it though. We might lose beforehand. I mean, this is a really good tower though, don't get me wrong. But there we go, now this homeland is, oh my goodness, homeland is great. I don't care if it helps with the planes, it helps with the boat, and that's all that matters. But this is always so crazy to me. We're on the last 10 rounds and we only have 778,000. So we're gonna get more than 1 million, more than 50% of the pops. Almost 60% of the pops, I think, in just 10 rounds, which is crazy. Now I wanted to not use any more towers, but I think putting something like a glue gunner right here is really beneficial because this guy has to chase a lot. So if I can slow him down and keep him in one spot, it'll make it tremendously better. Because I noticed that these planes just like to whiff. Take a big whiff of all these balloons passing them by, and so I don't like that. But now let's see, is this actually faster? I think it is. Yes, the planes have to be. Look at their missiles right now. They're insane. Now when the homeland goes away, the missiles are normal missiles, I think. Or I'm making it all up in my head. Either way, I don't care. What if you could beat it with glue? Because if you can get past the earlier rounds, maybe not all the pops, but we could start with the sub and have the sub do all the work until we get to the good one, and then submerge the sub, and then have Jerry help out as well. And then what we could do is use Jerry's fire on him to actually do damage to the Moabs while we're gluing them down. Because once we get to the top path, it'll take everything down eventually. I don't know what we do against the BFB, but we might have enough leftover pops. I forgot to use Homeland there, to actually just like use a first strike and not it do all of the damage, and we could instantly kill it and be still over the 2 million pops for that achievement. I think we can make that work, maybe. Has someone tried that before? Let me know below. But we are starting to get a little bit overwhelmed. I don't know if I should buy Glue Storm or buy something else. Like I could probably put a slowdown guy right here just in case, but I don't really need that yet. Maybe so. Oh my gosh, we almost lost some balloons there. I had to use Homeland on the last second. That's crazy. You know what I'm thinking too is we do have Jerry's thing here. So we could use the heart since we have so much money and double Homeland. That would be pretty awesome for something like 98 if it gets a little too overwhelming. But I need to watch these glues and see where they leave at, because I'm thinking maybe that's our problem. We're getting too much spread there, but no, that's not that bad. I think it's just too overwhelming for us. It's a shorter map than logs. That's all there is to it. And these just aren't the best super ceramic poppers, but here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna instantly Homeland so we get all those pops on it. I am gonna buy Glue Storm here, and then I might have to re-energize ourselves if it gets a little too out of hand. Because I wanted to use Glue Storm, but it doesn't actually do anything unless there's balloons on the screen, so it's kind of stupid. But I think I can Homeland now and get like a good chunk out of it. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy with that. I wish we had the pull down of the top path boat and said, okay, Glue Storm, let's just do it. It'll keep on hitting the track too, right? Oh yeah, everything that comes out, that's actually a really good, that's a really good tower, oh my goodness. And I'm gonna save Homeland if I can. Come on, take everything out because I need it for 99, like a lot. Okay, Glue. Oh dude, that was so cool. For once, I'm not bad at this game. That was actually really cool. And then as soon as we get those DTs, Homeland. Dude, we're gonna do it. And I don't think this doofus has any pops. Oh yeah, Jerry the boy. All right, so clearly not a good tower for this. But what I'm saying is we have 0 pops on any other tower. We could technically use a first strike and I think we'd be okay. I think. What do we do about this actually? Just like hit it again now? My timing could have been better too though, right? Yeah, like that's my fault. I could have done a better Homeland, but maybe we won't need to. Just take them out, planes. What are you doing? And then as soon as they come out of their shells, we can hit our Homeland and the glue. Dude, we did it. Okay, hit that home button so we don't lose that. Now it should be the exact same as the other boat because we have 0 pops on Jerry, 0 pops on all these guys, and we have 2,042,391. See what I'm saying? I don't know why that makes any sense. All right, I have another metric. How many other towers got pops? So in Dart Monkey, 4 towers got pops because I placed them in bad spots. Only 1 tower got a pop, which is Jerry for the tack shooter. And then we have all of the pops for the boats. They got all of them, so we are good to go. So what I'm thinking is I like that metric because it actually shows how strong that tower is. Now the Dart Monkey, I could have done it a little better with placements or the map, but we'll start to see a pattern here as we'll be like, okay, Cubism's not a good place for all pops because you'll get more towers being hit by the tracks. Log's obviously really good. Or another one we can include is how many pops all the other towers get. Ooh, that's a good metric. Because if you say like there's 4 towers, that could be a fluke if you accidentally hit like 1 pop. Like I think our ninja had 2 pops. So if I just add up all the extra pops the towers got, that's a good way to show like, did you overdo it with an alchemist? I like that one a lot. That's what we'll do. All right, I'm liking the looks of this. Pops from other towers. So Dart Monkey had 700 from other towers. Tack Shooter had 57. And then these 2 had 0. I think that's a great way to look at it. And then I actually had 10 towers on Dart Monkey with the crossbow. And the reason I like this is because what if we have to use a submarine to pop the final bad and then it gets like 14,000 pops, and that would make a big difference. Is that tower strong enough? Well, not really. So far the boats are killing it. And the tack shooter, I feel like we could have made it a little better. So it's good to know that only 57 pops. That means it's a fluke and not that you needed it. Same with the Dart Monkey, but you know, it's a little worse off than the other one based on how we did it. I like this one. That's what we're going to keep, unless you guys let me know something different below, which I hope you do. And if you haven't yet, I think you should check out this series where we fully black border maps as fast as we possibly can. This last one was on Quiet Street, using a 5th tier that you normally wouldn't use to black border a map, but we did it and it worked.